Hello, happy Sunday. I went to brunch today with my son and his girlfriend. See if we can get connected without scaring the dog again this time. What do you think? That would be fun, right? Oop, hang on. Okay, we're going to set it down flat. That wasn't a good idea. Oh, it's a holiday weekend in the US. So I don't know if we'll be super quiet. But hey, hello, Elsbeth. How is the job search going? I've been thinking about you this weekend. Hello, Carrie and Danielle. What's up? How is everybody? John came and tested the mic today, so I know it's right. Hello. Tammy, your name doesn't show up. How come? Sarah said, I'm actually awake for a live. Woohoo. After this, I am going to lay down with my book and maybe I'll sleep. You don't know. Dee said, good morning, good afternoon. How are you all? Hello, Natalie, Bonnie, Susie. How are you, Susie? Elsbeth said there are a few jobs to apply for, but got approved for 30 plus weeks of employment. Good. Good. I mean, all the time you've been working, that has been, it's like insurance that got paid for you. So I'm glad that you can take advantage of it. Hello, Melody. And Andra Rowena said, hi, I finally made it to a live. Maritza, hola. Hello. My goodness. I was thinking it might be super quiet today. Because it's a holiday weekend here in the U.S. I know not everyone's in the U.S. I fully know that. I've got to move this a little. You're not on a boat. Just so I can read. Sorry. Okay, Susie said I'm hanging in there just canning pickles today, trying to stay busy. Yeah, you know what? It's a good way to handle it. Then you can just process in like little small pieces. Carrie said, ooh, what are you reading? I finished the Bedlam Stacks this morning. It's really good. Different, but really good. And I'm listening to The Witching Hour by Anne Rice, which I've read many years before. And then I am about to start I think it's the 4th book in an Ellie Griffiths series, the Ruth Galloway series. Tammy said, I've never been able to figure out how to add my name. I've tried every which way. Oh, man. Welcome, Kara. Kara said, hi, I'm new to your lives, but I love your dyeing videos. Thank you. Welcome. I just rinsed a whole bunch of stuff this morning. Craft Design said, happy Sunday. Sad to say this will be my last live for a bit. I'm going, don't be sad to go on a 5-week vacation, and the time change will make it challenging. Australia, New Zealand, Honolulu. Yes, we used to have a New Zealander who would get up occasionally, but it's like Monday morning. Elspeth said, I haven't used the insurance in 15 plus years. I've been paying into it, so I'm going to use it, taking a screenwriting. Good. That's exciting at the end of the month. That's very exciting, Elsbeth. Chris said, can you show us latecomers what you're spinning? I'm still Chris. Still. Spinning that Romney blend with the blue tweed. I have 3 of these done. I'm going to have so much yarn. It's going to be crazy. And then this is what the wool looks like up close. Hello, Lori. Caitlin said, I'm inside to avoid the crazy heat wave we're having. How hot is it there, Caitlin? John just turned the air on for me so I wouldn't sit here and swelter. Lee said, a smart one, stay home and off the crazy roads. Oh, you're not kidding. Especially, like, we are close to, if you know Michigan at all, like Lee does, we're close to US 31, and so it is very busy on the holiday weekends there. Andrea said, I'm trying to finish this cotton linen tee before the summer ends. I started it in April. I can't believe how long it's taking me. It's okay. You'll have it for next time. Elizabeth said to Elsbeth, that sounds amazing. Carrie said, a 5-week vacation. Wow, awesome. Like, yeah, don't feel bad about your vacation. Kara said, I haven't been able to spin for 2 years because I have constant vertigo. Does the wheel spinning around like make it worse? Chris said, that is gorgeous. Thanks. I really am happy with it. I'm kind of excited to have it done. I'm not sure what the sweater's going to look like, but I'm sure it'll be cool. I'll just find a pattern that works with it. Hello. Chantel said, I'm working on a quilt binding. That's fun. Elsbeth said, Kara, that sounds awful. Loads of other crafts discussed here. You'll fit in great. Yeah, that's no joke. Craft Design said, haha, we have snow on the mountains. We call it termination dust because it's a sign that summer is really done. We did have a couple really cool nights. So that's usually my sign, and I know that my hummingbirds are getting ready to go south, which I'm always sad about. It's sort of silly, but it bums me out a little bit. I can tell because of the way they're acting around the food that they're just fueling up. Rowena said, yes, times in Australia make it difficult. It's 2 a.m. now. Yeah. Thanks, Linda. Linda said, yarn is beautiful. What is your plan for it? It will be a sweater. I think for me, I just haven't picked a pattern yet. Yep, Kara said, yes, it does. Caitlin said, supposed to be over 90 tomorrow in the shower. In the shade right now is 78 plus humidity. It's a bit humid here. Alice said, back to spinning the bamboo here, starting to feel like a year-long project. Alice, the bamboo. Hello, Kim. Kim said, afternoon, all perfect timing, just sat down with my lunch. Hello, Angie, Rhonda, and Alice. Oh, no, Alice said hi to Rhonda. Carrie said, I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't spin. One of my dear friends is almost 70 and is losing her ability to knit due to hand pain issues. It's so sad. Hand pain and eyesight is something I have always been scared of losing. Do you know what I mean? Okay, Jennifer Kelly said, Trish, I got my sheep stickers and I love them. My husband Tom said you should make them into a kids' sheep travel movie altogether. I would buy that ticket. Wow. I gotta think about that. There's a secret that I am looking for a place to make a calendar because I thought it would be a fun calendar to do for 2024. Elsbeth said, when I picked up the floor ink loom, she gave me an electric wheel that looks like nothing I've ever seen. Have to set it up. Might need help from the trip. We'll post pics. That's fine. You post pics. From the tribe. I was wondering. Kathleen said, hi from Colorado. Just finished my 3rd project ever on my rigid heddle loom. A gift for my BFF. That's fun. Hello. I've been slowly getting the koozies out this week. And I haven't heard from some of the winners yet, but a couple of you I actually know for sure what your addresses are, so at least I have that. Jennifer said, love that I'm so there for the calendar. Hi, Crystal. Yeah, I think most people don't use those kinds of calendars anymore, though, do they? Carrie said a calendar would be so fun. Connie, I haven't seen you in a little while, it seems like. Connie said hello from Tulsa. Working on a pair of socks I hope to work afterthought heels on. I love an afterthought heel. I just have to make them a little extra deep because I have a high instep. It's not crazy high, but it's a little high. Oh, good. Andrea said would love a calendar. Well, there should be one coming. I've been looking for the right place to do it. The place that did all the stuff, for the tour, like, they did okay, but I really had to stay on things to make sure that they were getting done and getting shipped and all that stuff, because I don't I don't really know because they don't tell you what is holding things up. So I just had to really babysit it a lot, and I kind of feel like I shouldn't have to do that. But maybe it's just the name of the game. I don't know. Elizabeth said I would totally use that kind of calendar. I was thinking, even if you didn't want the calendar, you could buy it for the images and you could put them in a frame or whatever. You know, maybe that's silly. Carrie said I just updated our calendar today. We get one every year. Carrie said I just updated our calendar. Okay. Yes, I read it twice. I don't know. I'm not drinking, so I don't know. Elspeth said, Trish, I want to know what your secret talent is. Unfiber related. I'm thinking. I don't really think I have one. You almost have to ask John what it is. He sees me different than I see myself. Rhonda said you shouldn't have to. That's what I feel. You shouldn't have to babysit someone else's business. I mean, they're charging. And I had to watch, like, I was checking things every day to make sure it was going out in a timely way. And I just felt like I shouldn't, that didn't make sense to me. So I need to find a better solution. Jennifer said, okay. You could do a oh my gosh, are you kidding? That would take forever. A 365 flip calendar with your inspiring quotes about projects and enjoying each day. No. Melody said, today I'm hiding all the threads on my crocheted rose garden jacket. Ooh. I was sitting outside with it on and a hummingbird hovered by my shoulder. That's fun. Oh, Carrie. Carrie said cooking, empathy, sewing. I mean, sewing. Doesn't sewing kind of go with fiber, though? I don't know. I'm definitely not like magically talented at sewing. I had to work really hard. We talked about empathy in therapy this week. So maybe. That's not always a blessing. Jennifer said your secret talent is bringing all of us together. I mean, I guess I that is a secret talent because I didn't know it was going to happen. I think it is like the best thing. Because even if, like, just say something happened to me and I wasn't able to do this anymore, there are a lot of friendships that have come together that will go on, you know? And I'm not saying I'm quitting, but even if something could happen, things happen to people, and so many people have made friends and gotten together, like met each other, learned how to do new skills. That's so cool. Tammy said, Trish the dog whisperer. Rhonda said, Trisha's secret talent is bringing people together and bringing out the best in our community. Oh. Elsbeth said, don't make me grab my pom moms. I'll cheer you till the cows come home. I like it. Crystal said, the best things happen to those that aren't expecting it. It's true. That's so true. Elsbeth said, you're a teacher, Trish. I don't feel like a good teacher. But I do think there are certain people whose brains think like mine, and so I just have the right style for them. Angie said I'm having fun playing with my cute tiny Turkish spindle. That's fun. It's made from 5,000-year-old bog oak. That's really cool. Kathleen said your secret talent is connecting really well with people and being natural on camera. Okay. That hasn't always been Kathleen. But I mean, connecting with people, I would say yes. I see people as like their individual. I really see that in people, and not everybody does, you know? So I guess that's something. Vicky said hello from NC. NC. I bet that's really pretty this time of year there. Bonnie said sewing is considered a textile, but I feel like I think so too. If I'm sewing my weaving, it kind of fits. Hello, Tracy. Dan said if anything ever happened to Trisha, it would be Fiber Love Diary hosted by May. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, Elsbeth said, be right back. Storm just blew in, literally stuff blowing off the deck. Oh, Tracy. She's a teacher, motivator, inspiration, and much, much more. There's more. It's not all good. Well, Elizabeth said, you guys are making me blush. Tammy said, whoa, I do think you're a good teacher. Thanks. I just think that means you think the way I do. You know what I mean? Alice said, whoops, I hope nothing gets away, Elsbeth. Are you feeling better, Alice, now that you can sleep? Not Elsbeth, Alice. Oh my gosh, what is going on with me today? Carrie said, you are a good teacher because you meet people where they are instead of acting like they're dumb for not knowing what you know. You know what? That is sad that any teacher would do that. Tanya, I was just talking about you. Literally, a couple minutes ago. I was saying that you'd get up early on some Mondays and join us. And then it's like super early for you. Okay, Craft Design said, aren't you supposed to be not? Yes, darn it. Man, see, this is why I shouldn't tell people what I'm supposed to be working on. Because then you call me out. I'm like, crap. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm really trying to even say nice things when I can. That even noticing it has been a really hard like shift to make. Rita said, hey tribe, sitting here spinning and watching Fried Green Tomatoes. I love that movie. I mean, I love that movie. Alice is not sweating B stars anymore. Hoping the central gets fixed Tuesday so I can sleep in the bedroom again. I'm glad you're sleeping though. That's so important. Isn't it just changes your whole life when you can't sleep, doesn't it? Crystal said, I've come to the conclusion I have not dyed enough green. How did you come to that conclusion? Hello, Abir. Alice, more green. Craft Design said, I just want you to recognize you are a good teacher. Even the very best teacher doesn't meet everyone's needs. That's for sure. Oh, this is John. Don't make me cry. Oh, I froze. Hang on. I can never remember how to make this start again. John said Trisha's secret talent, not fiber related, is her huge heart and her patience with me and my shenanigans. He has no shenanigans. That is a lie. It is frozen, Alice. I'm fixing it. Jennifer said, where did the bog oak come from? How cool is that? I think I'm fixing it. Come on, man. Uh-oh. What did I do? Hang on. Okay, we're gonna delete that. Yes, and then we're gonna... Sorry, guys. I can't fix it. I don't know if what is going on? I think it's a weird face, but I love it. Thank you. Carrie said, no shenanigans. Oh, there we go. I think I'm getting it. Must be malarkey. It's shenanigans faux show. And do not let him kid you. He does have shenanigans that he's up to. I'm not allowed to talk about the shenanigans, Chris. What? Why won't this work? Okay, wait, we're gonna try it again. I wish I knew why sometimes it's doing that still. Thank you, Abir. Rita said Kathy Bates is in it, and I love the phrase, I got better insurance after she I'm older, and I have better insurance. Okay, we're trying it one more time. I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. I do look like a crazy person, Rhonda. Monkey shines for sure. Okay, what is going on? We're taking it out. It's not you, Jules. I don't know why I'm getting this sometimes. It's very strange. Okay. Hang on now, let me try it again. And I fixed it before, but then I can't remember. What is going on? You look happy, Trish. What am I doing wrong? I can't remember. You know, it happens every once in a while, and I don't know for sure if it is my camera actually. Wait a minute. Oh gosh, Crystal, me too. Rhonda said Elsa's visiting and froze the room. I love Elsa. Crystal said, oh no, you don't look crazy. I have the snack of pausing videos where whoever I'm watching is making the weirdest face ever, and if I had never paused it, I wouldn't have seen it. Seriously. Bye, Kathleen. Tracy said, while Trish is unfreezing, I have a canning question. A few of my jar lids sort of dimpled when they were in the boil. Then when they cooled, they seemed okay. What did I do wrong? Does anybody know? I'm still trying to learn this. Chris said, hey, shenanigan equals man. We need your know-hows. What does that mean? Okay, I'm going to try again. I honestly don't know what is going on. I'm nervous to turn this off, too. What's going on? I know, Robin, I'm sorry. Peg said, hi, Trish. I took a spinning class that didn't take, so I'm using the roving that came with the class to make felted animals in my cookie cutters. That's fun. No, nobody should go. If anyone's going, it's going to be me. Shenanigan man. But I can't figure this out. So if I take... Okay, if I do that, do you lose the picture? I'm scared to stop it and start it again. There you go. Elsbeth said, while waiting for the great unfreeze of 2023, hit the like. Also, okay, picture's gone. Yes. Okay. I do have another camera. Maybe I should try it. Because that one, oh, there we go. All right, I'm not sure how I'm going to make this work, but we'll try it. And I'll make it big in a second. Make it big. That's a little family joke we have. Okay. All right, hang on. Oh, I don't know about this. Wait, put it in the middle. I don't know why. And I can move it back and you can see a little more maybe. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't really want to start the whole thing because it could just lock up again. But thank you, sorry. It's close enough. That's the other camera. So I guess that means it is the camera, huh? I better check that out. Because I don't know. I better like Google why it's a GoPro and why it's doing that. Thank you. Alice said I like those lights. So there is this weird little, like, not a bulkhead, but it sticks out just a little bit at the top of this wall. And so John put some LED, like one of those tape, LED tape light things. I did shake it, yeah. I mean, this camera has weird color, but nobody really cares, do you, while I'm spinning? It's gotta be the camera. Bye, Rita. Rita said, y'all, mom just came in, gotta go. Okay, so we talked about my talent. We don't need to talk about me anymore. What, I know some of you guys answered probably, because I saw that Elspeth started a thread and I didn't even have time to read it at that moment. What are your talents? What are the talents that you posted, or what are they that are not fiber related? Good idea. Rhonda said maybe check to see if there are software or driver updates for your camera. I think I just need to, I don't know, maybe I need to change it up. Hello, Kat. Good evening. How are you? And Jennifer said, where's Gen C when you need one? I usually think I'm not that bad with technology, but you know, when it freezes up, what am I supposed to do? A beer. Come on. I don't believe that for 1 second. Tracy said I can draw blood on a bird for testing. Really? Jules said silverwork and leatherwork painting. Elsbeth said I've written novels. You have? What's genre, Elsbeth? Alice is really good at drawing. Okay, sorry. Bonnie said, Tracy, as long as you follow the recipe and the lids are sealed when they are done cooling, you probably didn't do anything wrong. Jar lids can do different things when hot. So good, maybe it's fine. Venus is a first soprano and good with children. Elsbeth said, a beer I know differently. See, I suspected as much. Evie said, I like working around my house and not needing a repair person. Evie, didn't you do your own deck? Caitlin said, pottery, painting, piano, fiddle. Oh my goodness, what is the book? I need to know. And I have a pencil right here. A lot of times I don't have a writing instrument and then I forget. And I have... Ooh. Cindy said, which GoPro model? I think it's a 9. I think it's a 9. She said, I will do some research. I am tenacious when it comes to troubleshooting. That is my superpower. It never freezes unless I'm using it with OBS, which is like the streaming software. So that could be part of it. Okay, Soul. Okay. See, I have to write things down. Bonnie said, I've done watercolor painting. I need to pick it up again. Evie said, yes, my deck is done. Now I'm working on the stairs. Sandy said, fiddle, bluegrass, taught herself. Crystal said, not fiber-related talents. Monkey toes, taking the most simplest thing difficult. Not being able, those aren't Crystal. Jack of all trades when it comes to other arts. That's all I can think of. Talents or hobbies, either. Andrea said, given a group of things, I can always pick the most expensive one. I also have that talent. Even if knowing nothing about them, I also can see more colors than most people. Hubby calls me a mantis shrimp. Can they see more colors? Elizabeth said, classically trained vocalist. What? I knew you played the piano and the ukulele and 3 half marathons done. Wow. Sarah said, I've been told that I'm good at being a calm presence for people to sit and feel comfortable. I'm a good artist. I love this. I love that you guys are telling me what you're great at. How does it feel? It's not therapy right now. I've got it a beer. I hadn't written her last name down, but we're friends, so. Elsbeth said, haha, those shrimp are amazing. Dan said, I'm great at impersonating celebrities in online chats. I've heard your Kermit the Frog song. Megan said, my family said that my talent isn't making carbs, bread, oh, yum. Bread, Danishes, pasta, and waffles. Is, not isn't. Okay. Jennifer said, "You're great with technology. My talents are gardening, cooking, acting, art, singing, accordion, writing, learning language. Wow. Languages and keeping a checkbook." Danielle said, she was a NICU, your nurse, and damn, was I good at that job. I can help parents feel at ease. Oh my gosh, it's going too fast. I knew they care for my babies as my own. They knew. Bonnie said, I was also talented at creating individual education plans when I was a special ed teacher. Candy said, wow, I need to up my game. So many talented peeps in here. Candy, I bet you have as many talents. Aaron said, gardening, bread making, and wine making. Great empathetic caregiver and great listener. That's Tammy's. Kelly said, I just remembered. Hello. Hello, Kelly. Welcome. Jennifer said, wow, Danielle, thank you for doing that. Julie said, hobbies: dog sled musher, backpacker, canoeist, agility with my Aussie. Kara said, I'm a nurse and instructor at community college teaching certified nursing assistant program. I haven't been able to teach for the last 2 years. I miss it. Abir, yes, absolutely. She said, I'm a chatterbox. Is that a thing? I think you probably have more. Elizabeth said, Dan, yes, your Kermit is quite wonderful. It is quite wonderful. It's quite convincing. Elizabeth said, I love this group. I do too. I really love it. Carrie said, Abir, yes, sometimes I can't even think of anything to say to my husband. That's how bad I am at that. See? Sarah said, Bonnie, I'm a special ed teacher too. Rhonda said, Danielle, that's wonderful. My kids, twins, were 10 weeks early and spent 3 weeks in NICU. That must be so hard. Aaron said, Bonnie, I taught special ed too. That's a talent on its own. Abir said, Tammy said, Abir, yes, being a chatterbox is a thing. And it's a talent. Sandra said, I made it. Not sure when you started. I have a new sweater on my knitting needles. Hey, Sandra. What's the sweater? Abir said, Carrie Chapman, my mom says I was born talking. That's my son. Elsbeth said, Abir, that's totally a thing. I freeze with small talk. Danielle said, NICU parents are tough people. Honestly, you have to be, right? To be able to survive it, because that's got to be the hardest thing. I can't even imagine. Rhonda said, I asked my husband what my talents are. He said, I'm good at anything I set my mind to. That's sweet. Carrie said, aw, Rhonda. Kat, I have this one. You and I. Me and you, Kat. She said, I can hide Easter eggs from myself because in a span of a few hours, I don't remember them. Just don't start hiding pumpkins at Halloween because not good. Tanya said, I have been told I'm good at not judging people. I think that's a good talent because then people can confide in you and know that they'll be safe. Sarah said, also strangers trust me with personal things. I've had random people hand me their belongings to watch or tell me their deepest secrets. That seems like it could be a little scary sometimes, Sarah, but good too, right? Jennifer said, OMG, Kat, that's hilarious. Hello, Sharon. Carrie said, Tanya, that's a great gift. Hello, Margarita. She said, hi, I hope you had a good week. I got some free alpaca fleece. Now I need to process it. That's fun. Our Deb has been processing alpaca like as long as I've known her, almost. Tracy said, everyone here has been warm and supportive and welcoming. That's a talent. It's really awesome. I really appreciate it because I hate online stuff where people like can't even be nice to each other or they just feel the need to say snotty things like if they read a post they don't agree with. Yeah, I hate that. I mean, I hate it. Kim said, my secret talent is I'm a great listener and I've been told I'm very easy to chat, confide in. That's a good talent too, Kim. Chris said I have a weird ability to find lost items in public. You know what? I actually have a good memory when it comes to people because I remember a lot about all of you. Not all. And then sometimes I'll see someone and I'm like, I know their first name, because they have a different name on here. And I'll have to think about it for a few minutes, but it usually comes to me. Rhonda said, "Oh, I know. I donated milk to a human milk bank. When my kids were born, you can donate for the first year." That's a good one, Rhonda. Candy said, "I know this group is amazing. I belong to a ton of groups, especially animal group. People can be horrible." What kind of animals, Candy? Is it because you own animals? Really, Rhonda? She said, "I made tons of milk." I'm laughing because you put the little cow in the. But people really need that. Carrie said to Chris, "I told my kids that the uterus is the organ of finding. They are in their 20s and still believe me." Sandra said, "My first husband and I find a lot of cell phones anyways, try to get them back to their owners." Interesting. What kind of animals, Candy? I need to know. Abir said, "I'm cursed with a good memory." I used to be a freakish memory, but I think I'm at this point in my life now where I feel like my brain is full of so much stuff that I don't have as much room as I used to. Or maybe I'm just losing it. But it used to be really freakish. Candy said, "I have dogs and turtles and snakes and guinea pigs. I used to have a whole zoo." Wow. I meant to ask, I know not everyone's in the US, but what are you guys doing this weekend? Anything fun? Rhonda said menopause messes with your memory. Does it stay forever? Chris said, "Carrie, yes, a uterine radar tracking device." Oh, Elspeth said, "A beer needs to twist that around. You are blessed with a good memory." I mean, it seems like it could be both, right? It could have a curse element to it. Just depends. Candy said, "I guess that could be my talent is animal care. You're like a human, not a human. Dr. Doolittle was a human. You're like a Dr. Doolittle." Andrew said, "Carrie, haha, me too. They still ask me to use my womb powers to find things." Oh my goodness. Abir said, "Elsbeth, a memory has a double edge." It can, I'm sure. Alice said, "If I'm feeling cute, I might vacuum tomorrow." I will not be vacuuming tomorrow, no matter how cute I feel. I got some stuff to dry and braid. Kira said, "I'm in Illinois, 20 minutes from St. Louis." Okay, so you're way down at the bottom of Illinois. Elsbeth said, "Roads are crazy this weekend. Local family and I have agreed we will visit by phone and get together mid next week once school is back in session." Sharon said, "After the chat, I'm taking my dyed rovings outside to photo." Hi, Kai. Can't stay today, but I hope you all have a great week. Bye. Bye, Kai. Megan said, "Spending this weekend and making sourdough ciabatta sandwich rolls and sourdough cinnamon rolls as temps are dropping here." I made my first ciabattas last week, but they weren't sourdough. Cindy said, "We don't do holiday weekend travel anymore unless absolutely necessary. Friends are coming through, so we'll have fun." That sounds fun. Rhonda said, "We aren't doing much this weekend. I'm going to do some sewing once I finish this project. 20 more rows to go." Nelson just laughed out loud. Oh. Candy said, "I'm in Chicago. I'm staying home to stay safe." Is something going on in Chicago? What's going on? I don't know. Aaron said, "I'm in South Central." Is there a storm coming or something? Carrie said, "My weekend plans are day drinking." I'm going to Carrie's house. Alice said, "I'm here all day." Oh, margarita. Better get your sweaters out. Jennifer said I live between Sacramento and Lake Tahoe, so this is my fun thing. Oh, Julie said natural dyeing yarn this weekend. Fun, Julie. What kind are you doing? Candy said just Chicago. Crime is horrible here. I know. We have actually been talking about it a little bit, off and on. Man. Aaron said, Carrie, I'm right there with you. Crystal said, my plans are trying to recover from COVID and debate how to get that last fleece washed. Man, if you're not feeling good, that's a hard one. I have half a fleece to go. I was kind of thinking I might tackle it tomorrow morning. Elizabeth said, Carrie, between you and Alice, I just guffawed and scared my cat. Elizabeth said, I have to get some things ready for a massage convention. Woo, where is it? Next Saturday, as I'm on the board of directors and have to help put the thing on. Tracy said, Jennifer, are you going to Lambtown? Evie's working. Are you working today, Evie? Stabby said, Kim said, I went to the fair last night with a friend, and today is cleaning, tomorrow is a hike. Danielle said, I tried starting a new workout this morning, but got derailed by my kids' needs, especially the sobbing toddler. I'll try again tomorrow. Need to start self-care movement. It's really hard to get into, Danielle. Good job for trying, and I hope that you can get it some time in. Candy said, my poor hubby is a medic on Chicago Fire Department, and he is having a hell of a day today. I'm so sorry. Alice said, oh, it's okay, Kitty. We're just tickling your... Jennifer said, my mother-in-law just sent us a few frozen Giordano's deep dish pizzas from Chicago for my husband. Oh my gosh, I lost some. I'm sorry. Sandra said, our tourist town is busy, staying home and completing my at-home PT. How are you doing, Sandra? I know you said you're still having to change positions to keep the pain down. Rhonda said it's 100 here right now. High is supposed to be 102. It was 114 yesterday. Are you kidding? Carrie said, Elsbeth, you're welcome. Jennifer said, yes, can't wait. I'm taking 2 classes there at Lambtown. Sarah's got chores. Elizabeth said, oh, and I want to finish washing my Coopworth BFLT's water fleece and my llama fleece if I get the other stuff done. That's a lot of stuff. Julie said, so far dyed with jewelweed from my land, tansy from Duluth, and coreopsis from my garden. What do you get from coreopsis? I have coreopsis. Hello, Stacy. Stacy said, I haven't been here for a while. Dropped my daughter off at Penn Station 2 weeks ago. She is doing worse than we are. I hate that she's having problems. She did join the Fiber Arts Club. Is she at college? Okay, Evie's working Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday off. Carrie said, Lou, is it Malnati? I've never had Lou Malnati, I don't think. This is my favorite Chicago pizza. Oh, Tracy. Tracy said, I'm too. I'll have my FLD TDF shirt on. I'll be there Saturday. Rachel said, I'm planning on going to Lambtown. You guys, do a meetup. Send us a picture if you do. Put it on the Facebook group. Candy said, Lou's is her fave, too. I haven't been to Chicago. I'm trying to think how long it's been. Probably since my sister passed away. One of my favorite things ever to do is take the train in, the Amtrak, because it goes right from where I used to live. And you can just take a quick cab over and do the aquarium. It is so fun. Jennifer said, Tracy Barger Doe, I'll be there Friday and Sunday. Oh my gosh. Trish, I gotta get a t-shirt. Uh-oh. Sandra said, I'm walking slow and steady. Back is still bad. I'm still in the back until later this week. Happy with my progress. What a pain to recover. I know it's been a really long time since your accident or was it a fall, actually? Because it was a skiing accident, right? Julie said, I will be dying with coreopsis tomorrow. Thank you. That'd be cool. And we'll take a pic of what I get. Is anyone going to Dallas-Fort Worth? Chris, are you going? Venus said, we're 95, feels like 96, so humidity is better. Excuse me. Got my rovings back from my Mysteries Meadow. I don't know that one. Fiber Mill, they did a great job. I don't know that mill. Where is it? Oh my gosh, you guys. I hope you're going to meet. Elsbeth said, anyone else going to Knit City in Vancouver at the end of the month? Dee said, I'm going to try to go to, gosh, a bunch of you guys are going to be at Lambtown. Aww. She said, I'm going to try to go to Lambtown, but it depends on if my mom is well enough for me to get away. Abir said, I wish, Elsbeth. Oh, she said, you have a place to stay here. Oh, okay, Humboldt, Iowa. Okay. Hey, Shaylee, how are you doing? Chris said, no, I'm waiting on a fiber festival that has animals. Oh, yeah, that's going to be my big splurge. Got it. Jennifer said, I would love to try to go to the Wisconsin Fiber Fair next year. The New York one looks crazy packed. It is crazy. It's crazy. It's huge, though. Abir said, thanks, Elsbeth. Sandra said, skiing accident. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was a skiing accident. Bad one, but has it been over a year? She said, hit a piece of metal, really lucky. Sharon said, I fell getting out of the bath 10 years ago and still have trouble. Oh, hey, Becky. Oh, Sharon. That's a hard one, too, because you have to do it, Chris said, Saturday the 16th is International Spin in Public Day. Does anybody have plans or ideas? I don't actually have any plans. Becky said, I wish there was a fiber festival here. The next one here in Maryland is Alpaca Fiber in November. If you're in Maryland, you have a huge one. Just not until next year. Elsbeth said, Sandra, I'm so glad you're recovering, albeit slowly. Carrie said, Ann Arbor Fiber Expo is going to have llamas this fall. Kim said, Rhinebeck is so fun. And Yal said, I wish I could. Elsbeth, Melly Knits Bats look so dreamy, and she'll be selling there. Rania said, oh my, you have so much fun events in the U.S. Here in Sweden, it's not so many events at all. Happy for you all. Oh, I always feel bad, though. Maybe you should start one, because seriously. Venus said, my son has had 2 new alpaca cria in the last, 2 weeks. 1 more to go. She said, yes, she's a junior in college, 2 years here at Monte Alto. Now she's at the main campus. 2 hours is still a while away. Carrie said, one day I will be a vendor at Rhinebeck. That's my goal anyway. Start applying now because it takes forever to get in. Melody said, not saying you won't. I believe you will do it, but just start applying now. Melody's going to Manitoba Fiber Fest. Oh my gosh, it went too fast. Becky said, I missed Maryland Sheep and Wool because my nephew got married that weekend. Oh, well, I guess that was important. I guess getting married is important. Sandra said, only back in June? I was thinking it was a whole year. She said, really messed with all my making. Sorry. Abir said that would be great. Oh, Sharon said Yellow Springs is coming up this month. I know, Stacy, it's hard, isn't it? I mean, my son's been out for 5 years. No, more than that. And I really miss him. Still. It's ridiculous. Rhonda said, I'm taking a yoke sweater class at Dallas-Fort Worth Fiber Festival. I'm really looking forward to it. That sounds fun. Oh, Rania said, don't feel bad. I'm so happy to have found you all. At least there's that. Like, you have us. Evie said, I just found out that across the river from Rhinebeck, they have other festivals for yarn going on. There is another one. What is it called? One of you guys I know will know. Untangled. Mr. Tom, I met Mr. Tom at the Ann Arbor thingy. He said, but Sweden has some lovely fibers, though. Bye, Bonnie. Elsbeth said, I went to the Manitoba Fiber Fest last year. It was great. Robin said, my local fiber festival. Watch out. Louis stretching. I don't want to rip his hair out. Okay, Robin said, my local fiber festival is this Friday, and I've made a wish list. That's a good idea. Manitoba. Okay. Stacy said I'm among a bunch knitting. I'm knitting, right? A bunch of socks for her. Chris said to Alice, we have a great little coffee shop that likes having us hang and spin. You know, Chris, okay, so how far are you willing to go? Because I'm thinking about it, and like the big one that is still not that close for you would be like in South Carolina. You could go to Sept, North Carolina. That's pretty far though. Elizabeth said, "Isn't Woolen Folk Rhinebeck adjacent?" I don't know. Is it? Melody said there are a lot of amazing vendors coming this year. To which one? Manitoba? I'm sorry, I'm getting lost. Sarah said my daughter moved out last year and my son just moved out 2 weeks ago for college. It's strange not being responsible for keeping another human alive. How are you doing? Because I was sad each time, but when the last one went, I was like really sad. Like, what am I? Who am I? What am I doing with my life? Um, Sandra said, thank you to Elsbeth. She said, I am not sure how I would have made it without the support. Yes. Stacy said, I'm glad she joined a fiber group. I know they will help her. Stacy, are you the Stacy that I met at Maryland a couple years ago? I'm thinking that you are. Cynthia said Oregon Flock and Fiber is, oh gosh, that's coming up October 14th and 15th. I'm never going to finish this sweater, I swear. This giant ton of fiber. It's a metric butt ton. Sharon said Yellow Springs is September 16 and 17 outside Dayton, Ohio. That's not that far from me. Sarah said, Trish, I have moments. It's been 30 years since I haven't had children at home. I raised my brother too. Wow. That must be even different from, you know. Okay, Ethereal said, hello, new subscriber here, and I live in the Canary Islands. I just found this fiber group, and I'm so happy because I've been learning on my own. Welcome. Crystal said, never say never. It will get done. I've said that before. Carrie said, good for you for switching to the metric system. It's almost 10% bigger than a English butt ton. Almost. Chris said, once the cats have passed away, I can go to Mars. Until then, I'm stuck in Louisiana, I see. And they told me last night the two of them have no place else to go. They're waiting for me to go first. So you're not going to start traveling with them? Abir said, when it comes to meetups, I'm excited to meet the UK Fiber Love Diary tribe members at the Plymouth Fiber Show next year. Exciting. Elizabeth said I was trying to count stitches and lost count when you said metric butt ton. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Cynthia said, I just love watching you spin. You're so amazing. Oh, no. I'm not even doing anything, really. Aaron. It's 1.12 of an English butt ton. 1.12. Rebecca said, Sarah, my husband moved out shortly after our son went to college. I ended up getting a dog for company and to keep me moving. Carrie said, heck, if you already have enough for a sweater, start knitting. I know. I could, and I could just start plying. I don't know why I never do that. Becky said my son, probably because I haven't finished that last sweater still. I have one more sleeve. Becky said my son moved back in with COVID. Stayed. It is working well. The dog became a series of foster dogs until I adopted my latest last month. So you had a foster dog fail? That's great. Becky said the dogs kept me moving insane and helped me so much with the loneliness. Oh. Elsbeth said only a little smaller than an S ton. I don't know the conversion. I'm sorry. John probably does. He's really good with that. Sarah said, "Goodness, Becky, I'm so sorry." Jennifer said, "Butt ton. I may be entering into menopause, but the word butt will never not be funny." Well, I could have said other things. Oh, good, thanks. Elizabeth said it's okay. It was worth it. I mean, I hate to make anybody lose their count. Shaylee said, "Doing well." Shaylee went to Rhinebeck last year, and we looked for you. Sharon said, "My two grown daughters live with me, so it's been 39 years since I was kid free." Wow. But they're grown. Right? Chris said, "These cats are so old. My old cats don't like changes." Aaron said, "I was just wondering if this 3.8 pounds of alpaca, well, that's a lot. I would say it's at least an imperial butt ton." Gary said, "Dan is asking if there's a kilo butt ton." There is, but it's so big that like you have to get a train to tow it. You know, it's got to go on like a semi. Becky said, "Planned foster fail. I chose her and knew I would adopt her. Mostly she leaves my spun wool alone. She tries to steal my fluff." It's so surprising how like dogs that get used to it and don't mess with it, every once in a while they will smell a particular one and they're into it. It's real weird. Elizabeth said, "Maybe the knowledge of the conversions on that was part of John's shenanigan training." He is like a computer when it comes to that. I think it's the engineering thing. You need to know, how to convert everything. I don't know where he trained for shenanigans, but they did a good ass job, I'll tell you that. Elsbeth said, "Carrie, as a Canadian metric user, I can confirm that there is." Oh, Sharon said 39 and 31. I just turned 79. I don't. Dan said, "What is the metric butt ton to ass load conversion?" I don't know. Cindy said, "Sneaking in to say current firmware on your camera is 1.72. So if yours is prior, I will check that. I will. And you know what? I'm going to check also if I need an update with the software, the streaming software that I use." Aaron said, "I almost lost my wine out my nose at Imperial." Well, I can say English, but Imperial sounds fancier. Elizabeth said, "OMG, you're all making me laugh today." Ethereal said, "Naughtiness here, but a butt ton is the same in any measurement, much like..." Oh, I can't say that one. I'm not allowed to say that one. I mean, you would think that they wouldn't be too far off, but... Dee said, "My daughter went off to college, then moved back in with us. Can't imagine what it would be like without her here. She's wonderful." Oh, you're 70. Okay. Well, it's funny because I thought so, Stacy. She said, "Yes, it's me. I hugged you and Ashley was there." I thought that was you. Just making sure. We were just talking about buying like land and then making like a tiny home village that our kids can just like have vacation home. Wouldn't that be so awesome? Just like little tiny cabins. We'd have to find someplace unincorporated though, and can you even do that in Michigan? Where's a website that shows you where there's unincorporated land? Seriously. There you go, an F ton. Aaron's down with fancy. Well, you were drinking wine. Did you have your pinky up? Becky said, "I suspect the 3 pounds of Icelandic 2 alpaca fleeces and assorted unspun shave 'em to save 'em fluff bundles qualify as part." That's what do you call it? A fraction. A fraction of a kilo button. I like kilo button. Thanks, Dee. Wouldn't that be so awesome? Like I don't ever think that they would want to live with us, but housing is so expensive right now. Wouldn't it be fun to just like give them each just like almost like a camper size little house? Elizabeth said, I talked about that kind of thing with my son to build houses for each of us all next to each other. Like now or when he was a kid, Elizabeth? Because when my son was little, he was like, I'm going to buy the house across the street and we'll just like live right there. And now he would never want to live right across the street from me. I don't know why. Elizabeth said, I just found out what it actually meant to have your pinky up when drinking. Oh, does it mean something? I didn't know that. Really? Buy a beer. I'm going in just a minute as well. A beer, how much longer are you in Canada? She's probably gone. I have a lag. Carrie said homemade wine is extra fancy. It's even fancier if you drink it out of like a coffee cup. Elizabeth said in the last few years, before I actually built a house, he was not really little. Does he still want to? Gosh, that was so awesome. That would be so awesome if they would just like, basically like a compound, you know? Maybe like 10 acres with a little pond. Maybe they could come and have fun in the summer. Oh my goodness. Okay, Aaron said, aw, Carrie. And then Carrie said, when my son was little, he said he was going to build me a Home Depot across the street from our house. I have no idea why. Stacy said, love the cabin idea. I hate that she's away, but I love to hear what she's experienced each birthday, each day. Right? Tracy said, remember the show? No, I didn't remember that. She used teacups for drinks at parties. I like that idea. Elizabeth said, yes, a family compound, but I know. It's scary for some people, so I didn't want to say it that way. I mean, just think of it like the Kennedy compound, not like a cult compound. We don't want to do any of that. A beer said, you too, Alice, enjoy the vacuuming. Tina said, I know you're close to done, but hello, just hot out of church. We are about done. Okay, Elspeth said, oh gosh. Originated in France. If you had your pinky up, it signaled you had syphilis. I'm sorry for laughing. Positive people could hook up with positive people and negative people knew to stay away. Okay, keep the pinky down. Elizabeth said, yes, like the Kennedy. 10 more days. Okay, 10 more days. Chris said, Trish, look up Swedish Stugar. They are small, tidy cabin like you're talking about. It's perfect. That'd be perfect, right, Chris? Maybe with like a tiny loft for sleeping for the bedroom. Elizabeth said, less fancy because there would be animals everywhere. Exactly. Oh, MG. No, you're fine. I appreciate when people tell me stuff like that. Laura said, just finished my first attempt at turkey pie. How did it go, Laura? I'm going in a minute, but I want to quick see how it went for Laura. I have wool to unroll and hang up on to dry. We all learned something. That's important. Ethereal said, my husband and I retired here right before COVID hit. Literally, we moved from Michigan in the USA and seems we missed a bomb. So now I have a lot of wools in my collection. Oh my goodness. So you moved from Michigan to the Canary Islands to retire? No, seriously, Sandra. Carrie said, what fingers do you use for other STDs? I'm so glad it went well. That's awesome. No, I mean, we were looking for, didn't you camp in the campground? I looked for you at the campsite. That's what I meant. I didn't mean that I knew I met you there. I saw you with Kai's competition. Alice is still laughing. Chris said, yes, they build bunk beds into the wall. Wait, those ones that close off? Right. It'll be a compound. It'll be like the family without the Kool-Aid, the cultiness, all that. No cultiness of any sort. And he said, Elspeth, that made my day. See? Rhonda said 5 rows to Rhonda. How did you do so many rows? Jennifer said, hey, everybody, if I order one of the t-shirts and I wear a size 14, 16 on top, what size would be good? I think those t-shirts are pretty true to size. I'm going to give people a minute because I know quite a few shirts were ordered. But I find that they're pretty true to size. And then I'm going to go. But I need to give you guys a minute. Okay, that's a good minute. I know it'll come in now. I hope you guys have a great week. I'm going to try and squeeze... Oh, that reminds me. I'm going to try and squeeze an unplanned live in this week. But I will not be here next Sunday. I got something to do. Katrina said my mom has a summer cabin 5 minutes from her house. So when we visit, we can stay in one and they stay in the other. Nice. Perfect, because we're flying over to Canada from Germany. So that's so nice. If you take a long trip like that, you want to stay, right? Elizabeth agrees. They're pretty true to size. There you go. Okay. Stay fancy, but not with the pinkies. Okay. I love you guys. Bye.